Sports. It's in the game.
PGA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, it's live coverage of the third round. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. This one's starting a little bit right. Well, you're going to need a little luck on a day like this, and he's fortunate to get a good kick there to get the round underway. A good break got him here, now his second to the par 4. A straightforward look here for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. He moves to 19 under for the tournament. His second hole's a good chance to get an early birdie on the board, provided you hit a good tee shot. 275-yard poke covers that trouble on the left. If you do that, you have a nice angle into this green, a chance to make a 3.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. 6 feet now for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. He gets it to 20 under par. Well, this third hole is another good scoring opportunity. Par 5 and just a little bit more than 500 yards, so not terribly long. It is obviously reachable in 2, and it is also your first real ocean view of the round. You're going to enjoy it even more if you make that birdie or eagle. This one moving just a little bit to the right with that wind. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, that's acceptable there. Birdie attempt at the third. Nota Begay is down there.
And I don't think he'll want to deviate from a straight-in read, just a little uphill.
Oh, the pace was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Here at the fourth gets a little bit longer. This par 4 is almost 500 yards, so nearly the same length as the third, which was a par 5. You see the palm trees, ocean on your right, and that's a familiar theme throughout this round. There's a tough hole. Is starting up the right side. And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he moves to 21 under par. Now to the first par 3 of the round, the 5th. Part 17th hole at Pebble Beach. Part Troon postage stamp. Think about the Open Championship in Scotland. Short iron, flip wedge, over a beach. Anything on the green. It's a small green. Is a birdie chance. Oh, this doesn't look promising. Oh! Yeah, you could kind of see that one coming. That ball kicks off the rocks and has nowhere to go but the hazard. A third shot. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck.
17-foot putt here.
Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Yeah, this is where the golf course really opens up and you can feel the breadth of the beauty of where you are. Teeth of the Dog on the coastline of the Dominican Republic. This 6th hole is a good par 4. It's around 500 yards. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Now Nota his second from the fairway.
147 to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone.
Well, it's tough to shake off that bogey at the previous hole, especially when you hit a shot like that.
Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And fortunately, the lead's still a comfortable one. A full 4 shots. Now to the second par 3 on the front, the 7th, and this is the one. It's the hole that put Teeth of the Dog on the map. You can see the Caribbean on your left, and you understand just why. This is special. A bit of a misfire there. That is well off target to the right of this par 3. Here comes the second now from right of the green.
Just didn't figure that out well. Had to land that ball further up the green for it to go closer.
This would be a bonus from 25 feet away. Oh boy, he had it right in the jaws and it just wouldn't get there. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And this is going to drop that lead down to 3 shots. Visual hits just keep coming, don't they? Now to the 8th. This par 4 is just over 400 yards. Breathtaking tee shot over the Caribbean. Here we are at the par 4 8th. It's just over 400 yards, but it isn't so much about the number on the card. It is about the breathtaking view and the shot you're going to have to hit over the Caribbean. Up ahead, just off the green, is the famous Pete Dye plaque. It says, quote, "Bury me in a pot bunker." There is nothing like the challenge of a Pete Dye golf course, and Teeth of the Dog is no exception. Third shot about 100 yards out. good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And that's going to tighten things up a little as the lead is down to 2. Well, right about now, after the holes you just played, you're saying, wow, that was something to see. You're going to feel even better if you can walk off this challenging par 5 ninth, about 600 yards, with a birdie or eagle. And some trouble here for our leader. That is into the bunker off the tee. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second. Just a bit too much on the second shot on this par 5, but shouldn't have too much trouble getting it up and down for the birdie. Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that is fairly well done. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. Now, as we begin this second 9, you can put the phone away. You're not going to be snapping as many pictures, at least for the first few holes. Doesn't mean it isn't challenging. It's plenty. We're going to head inland. First few holes on this backside, starting with a relatively easy par 4. The 10th is about 400 yards. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. So a poor tee shot at 10, now his second. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Not a ton of nuance here at this almost a 600-yard par 5. In fact, the second in the last 3 holes. There's just blast away here. 2 good pokes, and you'll have a chance to get out of here with a 4. If they're really good shots, maybe even a 3.
Well, somehow that ball's got through the other side of the tree and really hadn't lost that much yardage. This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
A birdie chance if he can knock one in close. His third from the bunker.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he's got it to minus 18.
His par 4 12th is pretty straightforward, a bit under 500. It's just all about airing out the big stick. Good poke here, sets you up for a second shot. You'd be happy to walk out with a 4, but a couple of good ones, and maybe it's birdie.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, he's looking at 120 yards remaining to the flagstick. Pin all the way at the back. He can fly it the full way.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
You got to think 2 putts will work out fine from here, but this is a long look for birdie. Yeah, from that far away, anything inside of 5 feet is pretty darn good. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead.
This is the first par 3 on the back. It is not as visually stunning maybe as some of the other par 3s, but it is challenging. You need to be accurate with your tee shot here. You can see it's almost an island with that bunkering around the green.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Oh, this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Oh, my goodness, that is not fair at all. What a putt from that distance. That did everything but go in the hole. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And this will remain a 3-shot lead.
14th is a pretty short par 5. This is a good chance to put a 4, maybe even a 3 on the card as you head into the teeth, I'm about to say the teeth of this back 9, teeth of the dog, right? Some of the great holes are up ahead.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. Will certainly help the cause.
Here's another one of those holes where you just want to soak it all in. You want to stand on the tee box, stare at the Caribbean, and then you realize, I have work to do. That's a lot harder hitting that tee shot than it is staring at those beautiful blue waters.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. 7 feet now for birdie. Putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15, and he will definitely not say no to that.
Now we're into this finishing stretch here, this famous par 3 16th hole. If you're a player, I know you are, this is the kind of challenge you want. This tee box, this hole, that ocean right there, can you handle it? Let's see what you got.
All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead.
Almost as magnificent as that par 3 16th, the par 4 17th. It's one hole after the next here, and this is one of those where your buddies are going to ask you after the round, hey, what'd you do at 17? Let's see if you have the answer. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second.
Shot after shot. More evidence there with that beautiful touch.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. Will certainly help the cause. Now the finishing hole here at Teeth of the Dog, Casa de Campo, one of the strangest golf holes you will see, complete with a runway going right through it. A siren would go off when a plane was approaching up until 1999, that is, when the runway was closed. Yeah, this used to be a landing strip. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker.
Just 5 feet left.
Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. So what a tournament it has been to this point for our featured golfer. They've opened up a commanding lead here after 54 holes.
Just a good fit for the golf course, Rich. Long enough, straight enough, and making the odd putt here and there, and it just adds up to a commanding lead.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notah Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.